I think the engineers who kind of created the internet, they did it for scientific research, and it's about peer review and exchanging information amongst peers. And then gradually, as the internet became more popular, there were more and more centralized elements within it. Now, this is true, and the web, for example, is a client-server system. But I think the important thing is not to get blinded by technology. It's really about the people. Can you, as an individual, produce information, share it, distribute it? Can I, as a user, can I find it? Can I take it? As long as those things are guaranteed, we have peer-to-peer human relationships. And of course, we have to be careful about the technology. We have to look at it. We have to see who is in charge, who owns it, what are the rules. So we have to be careful about it. But we shouldn't be blinded by the technology. It's really about enabling and empowering human participation. That's the key. And sometimes, what peer-to-peer does is it actually might, in a pure way, make systems less efficient. Take Napster. Napster was more efficient because it had a centralized database, but that made it vulnerable. So politically, the file-sharing community was obliged to go more purely peer-to-peer, not because it was technically superior, but because they want a system which couldn't be broken. So that's a political decision. You have to make a kind of a balance between going in a more pure peer-to-peer way and maybe have more redundancy and repeat, or do we go to a little more efficiency with more centralized elements, but then they're more vulnerable to ownership or control. So, this is a tactical decision. It's not a philosophical decision. You have to see what is happening concretely in order to make those decisions. In general, of course, we must have a preference for distributed systems, because that's what allows people to be in charge of their own productive resources.